afternoon and welcome to the Midday News here on CNC3 and the TBC Radio Network. I am Bhavita Gopalchan. Thank you so much for joining us. Top of the news at this time. The government says it has the support of CARICOM and over 100 other nations as it advances its bid to be elected as the United Nations Security Council. Well, Trinidad and Tobago is currently pursuing one of the 10 non-permanent seats on the 15-member Security Council for the 2027-2028 term. The election is scheduled to take place on June 3rd during the 80th session of the UN General Assembly. In the upper house last evening, opposition Senator Dr. Amory Brown said that work to secure this country's candidacy started under the former PNM administration. But he's questioning now if this country still has the support of other nations for the elections. But Foreign Affairs Minister Sean Sobers responded in the upper house and said this country's candidacy is uncontested and it has the support of over 100 nations. Furthermore, the minister said the government makes no apology for supporting the United States in the fight against narco-terrorism in the region.
Are we to then be on the opposite side or the opposite side and say, yes, we have no problem with a plethora of drug boats coming into the country. We have no problem with a plethora of guns coming into the country. And so to say then that we support the U.S.'s military intervention to deal with those things, I could see absolutely nothing wrong with that as a position to be elected by a responsible government.
Senator Brown, who initially raised the matter before the adjournment of the Senate last evening, said he feared the government would squander this important responsibility. Senator Brown questioned how the government will fulfill the mandate of the Security Council, which he said is in charge of maintaining peace in the world, when the Foreign Affairs Ministry supported the bombing of another sovereign country.
It needs us to have a unique voice, to carry the voice of CARICOM, to carry the values of CELAC, to carry the values of the OAS into corridors where the others may not have access, to speak for the victims of war, not for the perpetrators of war, to speak for the victims of apartheid and genocide, not for the perpetrators.
In response, Minister Sobers said this country, once elected, will meaningfully represent the voice of CARICOM and other small island developing states. Now to this, the Culture Minister reveals that more than $16 million was spent on the Flavor Village initiative for Carnival 2026. In a written response to a question from Senator Janelle John Bates, the ministry outlined a total cost of just over $16.1 million. The largest share, $13.5 million, went toward contracted services. Another $1.4 million was spent on promotion, publicity, and printing, while security costs totaled more than $725,000. Smaller sums were allocated for facility construction and short-term employment. The ministry also disclosed that contracts were awarded using a mix of limited bidding, single-source selection, and requests for proposals. Two Spanish-speaking nationals are in custody following a high-speed chase and a shootout with police in St. Madeleine last night. The drama began around 8:45 p.m., shortly after a robbery was reported in the area. Officers on mobile patrol spotted the stolen vehicle carrying 5 suspects and signaled them to stop. When the driver sped off, a pursuit ensued. Well, during the chase, the getaway car veered off the road. Police say one suspect opened fire on them, forcing the officers to return fire. While 3 of the men managed to escape, 2 were captured a short distance away. A search of the area turned up 2 illegal firearms. The recovered vehicle was towed to the San Fernando police station as investigators continue the search for the remaining 3 suspects. Well, the TTPS is making an urgent plea for road safety as thousands prepare to head out for the Easter long weekend. Speaking on CNC3's The Morning Brew today, Police Media Ambassador Assistant Superintendent Owie Russell noted a tragic spike in road fatalities over the last few days. Russell says the loss of life is already far too high and is imploring both drivers and pedestrians to stick to the traffic laws. He warns that a split second of carelessness could turn a holiday celebration into a tragedy.
At this stage of the game, persons are still being held, and you know the Lenten period is about to be finished. So persons going back, fast done. So some persons will be going back. So I'm asking persons to do what you have to do responsibly. Be that example. drive safe, obey the rules of the nation's road, obey the laws of the land, leave the cell phone, leave the additional distractions, and just really, let's look out for one another over the Easter weekend.
ASP Russell says despite the increases in traffic fines, many persons are still being caught driving under the influence of alcohol. Meanwhile, Homeland Security Minister Rod Alexander says the number of reported crimes has dropped between January and February of this year. Responding to questions in the Senate yesterday, Alexander reported that according to preliminary data from the police service, there were 725 crimes reported in January compared to 479 in February. He added that 212 crimes were considered detected in January, while 85 were detected in February. Alexander said the TTPS website experienced a period of unavailability for this period due to outstanding payments owed to the service providers responsible for hosting and maintaining the online portal. He said while the matter has since been resolved, he said technical works on the website is still ongoing as some parts may be unavailable still.
The Trinidad and Tobago Police Service is also undergoing routine maintenance and upgrade activities to improve the functionality and resilience of the platform. As a result, certain features of the website may be temporary or unavailable, whilst their technical works are being completed.
Now, Alexander could not give a specific time frame as to when the upgrades to the website would be completed. Let's take a short break. We'll be right back.
Things don't always go as expected. Be ready with Trinry for auto, home, business and group life. Call us at 800-TRIN or visit trinry.com today. Huge insurance premium. Pay your premiums bit by bit with FlexiPay from Trinry. For more manageable auto, home and commercial insurance payments, call us at 800-TRIN or visit trinry.com today. Trinry. Premier insurance coverage for less.
Is mealtime more of a chore than a cherished time? Does a lack of appetite keep your family, young and old, from getting the nourishment they need? Introducing Apetamin, the gentle, effective appetite stimulant designed for every age. Apetamin helps spark the natural desire to eat, turning hesitant nibbles into satisfying meals. Watch as food becomes exciting again, fueling growth, energy, and shared moments around the table. Give your body the gift of a joyful appetite. Find Apetamin in pharmacies nationwide.
Come to Fun Station, where dreams take flight. Have a happy, fun time from day till night. It's a special place that shines so bright.
We are your one-stop, most convenient, most helpful, most caring community pharmacy. Our pharmaceutical services include dispensing medicines, repeat dispensing, clinical governance. But we also have a fully stocked convenience store featuring our refreshment aisle, grocery lane, personal care products, toys, pet supplies. We are most conveniently located out of the traffic, just 2 minutes off the highway in Heartland Plaza in Deba Chaguanas. Contact us on 220-8705 or 470-5938 and visit us soon.
Welcome back. In sports, cycling will hold the spotlight as the Easter International Grand Prix medals off on Friday, Saturday, as well as Sunday. Already a Class 2 event which carries international ranking points, the Grand Prix takes on added significance this time as it is the first leg of the inaugural Caribbean Track Cycling Championships and America's Track Cup Series. This alone will add to the competitiveness being brought by the 9 international contingents.
For us, being able to come to Trinidad every year is a plus as we try to develop our youngsters, and we see Easter Grand Prix as a gateway. I mean, now it's linked with the Copa Cup, which again, as we look forward to the 2028 in LA, it gives a good opportunity for our riders to be a part of this event.
Now, Team TTO will consist of 8 riders with varying levels of international experience. Among them are young veteran Phoebe Sandy and debutant Kyra Williams.
I'm really happy to be on the national team for the first time in Trinidad and Tobago representing. So it's really, truly a blessing to be here.
This is an event to showcase the Caribbean talent that we do have and the talent of Trinidad and Tobago. So it's a very exciting and a great opportunity for Trinidad and Tobago.
That's it for sport. It's back to a break.
Looking for a completely natural way to supplement your family's diet? Only BioStrath gives your body more than 60 of the essential nutrients it needs every day in a product that's 100% natural, so it's more easily absorbed. For stronger immunity, enhanced focus, increased energy and stamina, and faster recovery. BioStrath, get what you need naturally.
Plumbing problems? Don't guess. Call Plumbing Solutions at 628-4646. Proud to be serving Trinidad and Tobago for over 20 years. We do it all. Maintenance and repairs, new construction, sewer lines, inspection, drain cleaning, leak detection. We are licensed and insured. So call Plumbing Solutions at 628-4646.
Looking for the ultimate gaming experience? Welcome to Phase 22 Gaming Lounge, where gamers of all ages come to play, compete, and have fun. Dive into your favorite games on PlayStation, Nintendo, Xbox, or race on our high-tech racing rigs. And experience the thrill of VR with PlayStation and MetaQuest. Our lounge is safe, comfortable, and perfect for everyone. When you're done, check out the latest gaming systems, accessories, and even Samsung and Apple phones. Visit us on the second floor of Gulf City Mall or call 786-2404 to book your gaming session today.
Jesus Christ loves you, and greater love hath no man. Because of his love, he opens the way. He opens eyes, ears, and minds. Open your heart and experience General Conference of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints and feel his love. Greater love.
Emergency tax breaks on food and essential goods are being extended for Dominican consumers. Prime Minister Roosevelt's Carrot announced a return to Parliament to extend both the removal of import duties and zero-rated VAT until the end of January. Now, the Prime Minister described the extension as good news for families and small businesses in response to rising global costs, fueled by escalating tensions in the Middle East. He also signaled ongoing investments in agriculture and geothermal energy as a long-term strategy to build a self-reliant Dominica that can withstand future global shocks. NASA's Artemis program has taken its next big step toward returning astronauts to the moon. The rocket launched successfully last evening, sending 4 astronauts on a journey around the moon. Here's more from CNN.
1, booster ignition, and liftoff.
Godspeed, Artemis II. Let's go.
A new era of space exploration is underway. Artemis II is the first crewed mission of the program. Mission Commander Reed Wiseman, along with astronauts Christina Cook, Victor Glover, and Jeremy Hansen, are currently orbiting Earth ahead of their trip around the moon.
We have a beautiful moonrise. We're headed right at it.
Artemis II will allow the crew to test the Orion spacecraft, from life support and navigation to communications and the heat shield they'll need for a safe return to Earth. The journey will take 10 days, and on the 6th day, the team will be the first humans to ever lay eyes on some of the areas of the dark side of the moon. All of this work is ahead of the planned Artemis III mission in 2027 and Artemis IV in 2028, which will take humans back to the surface of the moon.
You know, they'll be very busy checking out the systems on the spacecraft. I mean, that's the primary mission objective, is to get this ready for the next flight, prove out the systems, and later, 2 or 3 flights from now, hopefully land on the moon.
Now for the weather forecast. Today is expected to be mostly fair with breezy conditions despite isolated showers. There'll be moderate sea levels with waves rising from 1.5 to 2.5 meters in open waters. The Met Office has also indicated that marine interests are advised to exercise caution as conditions will become occasionally agitated due to long period swells. The maximum forecast temperature is 31 degrees Celsius in Trinidad and 30 degrees Celsius in Tobago. Well, thank you so much for joining us for a look at the day's developments so far. We'll have these stories and so much more coming up for you in our Midday Newscast at 7 p.m. today. Until then, have a great day.
You're watching